But the likes of Kaizer Chiefs, they don't have much at the national team. The same as
They
Golden Arrows.
They don't have anyone.
They don't have anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a plus for them then.
Yeah.
So
He pulls it back. Rasmus Højlund. Thunderous. It's an absolute net buster.
Hello and welcome to the Diski Preview Show, where we take a look at the most beautiful game on this planet. That's it, Diski. My name is yours truly, Mr. E, and I'm basking in the ambience of a legend. Ladies and gentlemen, today I've got a special guest. Let me present to you, Mr. Bernard Parker. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, my brother. It's good to be on the show.
Oh, great.
Let's get going.
Most certainly. He's ready to go, eh? Today we're going to be taking a look at two big games that will be highlighting, or rather headlining the weekend. Golden Arrows will be playing against the Kaizer Chiefs, while Matanzata Pitori, SuperSport United, they will welcome Cape Town City. Stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to be taking a look at this game in detail. We are still watching the Diski Preview Show as we take a look at our first featured game today. It's Golden Arrows. They will be playing against the Kaizer Chiefs. And in the studio, I've got a former Kaizer Chiefs player here by the name of Bernard Parker. He's going to tell us what he thinks is going to happen over the weekend. Kaizer Chiefs struggling, obviously.
Yo, Mr. Easy, this is a tough one. Hey. Bes'thende, hey, those guys always give Chiefs a problem.
Yeah,
I know also during my career as well. They're ball playing team, they run all over the show.
Yeah.
But I think now they'll be more structural with the likes of their new coach, Coach Mihle Mbombela.
Yeah,
Yes, he's brought a lot of structure into the team, and the team are yet to respond. But we can see the structure, but they're yet to respond.
Yeah.
And get some fire out of them. At the same time, Kaizer Chiefs just came back from a 2-0 loss, also against the Natal boys, which is the rich boys, Richards Bay.
Yeah.
And usually with Chiefs, also they always bounce back after a lose. And also now that we had the international break, I think they had a little bit more time to prepare for this encounter as well. It won't be easy one, but we will see how it goes.
Yeah, I just wanted to find out something about the international break. Doesn't it stop your momentum a little bit? I know you do get a lot of time to prepare and polish your team, but doesn't it stop the momentum a little bit?
It does. It does destabilize the team a little bit. It breaks the momentum a little bit in a way. If you do have national team players at the national team. But the likes of Kaizer Chiefs, they don't have much at the national team. The same as Golden Arrows.
They don't have anyone.
They don't have anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a plus for them then.
Yeah.
So the fitness is there. The fitness is there. Maybe they've been polishing on their fitness. Maybe, hopefully, and Arrows as well. They don't have much place in the national team as well. So I think both teams had their full squads during this international break. Unlike the likes of Sundowns, who dominates the national team in terms of personnel, it will a little bit dent their confidence or destabilize their momentum a bit. But other than that, these are big boys. These are professional boys. So it's just about the right mental levels on the day.
Yeah. Just wanted to find, before I forget this question here, I know I might forget when I get carried away here.
Yeah.
Do you think Kaizer Chiefs will end the season in the top 8?
It's a tough one.
And they're currently sitting at position number 8.
Yes, they're currently sitting in position number 8.
Yeah.
And I think with all the pressure that they have received, I think they will make it into the top 8. It's just for them to try and get consistency. They have never won 3 games in a row. You know, so that is worrying, I would say, for any coach. And for the team, if they can just get their 3 games in a row consistency, I think a lot of wins will follow automatically after that, because that would have built and boosted their confidence. So it will be a good one for Chiefs. But also on the other end for Arrows. For Arrows, they want to impress the coach. You know, every time when a new coach comes in, everyone is all of a sudden fit. No one is injured. Everyone is all of a sudden fit.
Everyone wants to play.
Everyone wants to play and prove to the coach that they deserve to play. So a lot of energy would come from Arrows.
Yeah.
So we will expect a lot of energy from them.
Yeah.
And other than that, I think it will be a very interesting encounter.
Yeah, most certainly it's going to be an interesting encounter. Now let's get into the prediction side of things. And by the way, just wanted to remind you that he's a former Kaizer Chiefs player. And Kaizer Chiefs is going to be playing against Golden Arrows. So he's going to give us his predictions on what he thinks is going to happen on this over the weekend when these two teams go head to head. Which team do you think is going to win between Golden Arrows and Kaizer Chiefs?
I would say, to be fair on a prediction,
Yeah.
I think it will be a game of goals. Kaizer Chiefs coming away,
Yeah.
coming from Durban,
Yeah.
with a 2-1 win.
2-1 win.
Yes.
To Kaizer Chiefs.
To Kaizer Chiefs.
Who do you think the goal scorers will be?
Goal scorers will be, for me, it will be Sereno, if he's fit,
Yeah.
Gaston Sereno. And also, I feel like Amart wants to impress and
Yeah.
prove the Makasi faithfuls that he possesses the quality. So I think a goal will come from him as well.
Okay, most certainly. Those are the predictions for the game between Golden Arrows and Kaizer Chiefs. The coach, he's saying Kaizer Chiefs will win by 2-1. And now let's take a look at our second featured game, SuperSport United from Pretoria. We'll be playing against the Cape Town City.
Yes.
Your thoughts, coach?
It's an encounter. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. Reason why I'm saying, Mr. E, it's a tough one is because both teams, they've just lost their coaches.
Yeah, yeah.
And now that both teams,
I must say it was a short stint for Machine Edugran, right?
yes, it
It
was
only a few games and then gone. Yeah.
Yes. So also he was brought in as a technical director.
Yeah, yeah.
And then later on he was asked to help coach in the interim until they find a new coach. But I don't think that went so well for him on that end as well. So, but it's football. It's part of the game.
Yeah.
You know, it also happened to, as we spoke about Chiefs earlier on, also
Yeah.
happened to Kevin Johnson as
Yeah,
well, where he
yeah.
was also brought in to come and help
As the technical director into the coaching.
into the coaching position. So
Yeah.
it's not an easy one. It's
Yeah.
not an easy one. And now that Cape Town City has brought in Roger Desar,
Yeah.
Roger Desar hasn't coached in a long time.
I
Mr.
had almost
Easy.
forgotten about his name, man. I was
Yeah.
surprised. I was surprised when he was announced. I was like, he's still around.
He's still around, yes. You know,
Yeah.
he's a good friend and
Yeah.
a good businessman as well, you know.
Fantastic.
And
Yeah.
I think maybe he will bring some sort of management to the team, because I think the team needs a little bit of more man management, which
Yeah.
is his strong quality. So with his strong quality bringing onto the team,
Yeah.
I think it will affect the team positively going into this counter and for the rest of the season as well.
Yeah.
And then for SuperSport, I think they also need a little bit of fresh energy, because they've got young, exciting players,
Yeah.
you know, that are playing very, very entertaining football, but they're not being themselves.
Yeah.
Also with the acquisitions that they've brought in, with the likes of Mabue,
Yeah.
the likes of
Saile,
Nerkovic, Saile,
Yeah.
you know. So they have at least Sanoka as
Yeah.
well. So they have at least beefed up
Yeah.
in terms of senior players.
Yeah.
So it's just for the young players now to come through and be guided
Yeah.
in a correct manner. So but you can see that they're not themselves. So I hope that they will be back to themselves
Yeah.
going
most certainly.
forward. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand they are currently sitting at position number 15. For a team like SuperSport United. Something is wrong. Something wrong is happening at that club there.
Very wrong.
What are your thoughts on that?
Very wrong, Mr.
Yeah.
Easy. Hey,
I would have thought at this time of the season, maybe they are in the top 4 or 5 or maybe 8.
Yes.
Number 15.
Usually
I mean,
we know
with only
them.
a few games left to wrap up the season, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a dicey affair for them.
Yeah, very, very dicey affair, and very worrying for the club as well, because
Yeah.
such a big club to find themselves in that position where all these years, you know, they've always made top 8 or top 4.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
these years they've been competing in that caliber of the lock.
Yeah.
So it is somebody who's going to come in. He has to come and do a miracle.
Yeah.
Do a miracle, because now this is crunch time.
Yeah,
it's crunch time
it is
of
crunch time.
the season. Yes.
Yeah,
So everyone is fighting for relegation.
Yeah.
Others are fighting for top 8.
Yeah.
Others are fighting for a KEF spot.
Yeah.
Others are fighting for the league. Oh, Sundowns alone is fighting for the league.
Yeah. Well, I think it's safe to say right now that the Sundowns will take the league. I mean, we thought maybe Orlando Pirates might try and compete and try and wrestle it away from Mamelodi Sundowns. It looks like it's going the Pretoria direction.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to the Pretoria. What do we say? Pezulu.
Minwana
Pezulu.
Yeah.
So Sundowns is just drifting away and away, at the top. And they are the kings. They are the kings.
Yeah.
And it would be very, very much of the players to, if I was SuperSport, I would ask the leadership as players to come together, and have a serious meeting. Have a serious meeting. Serious talk.
Yeah.
And I think at this time of the season, there's no nice football. We have to get the points.
It's all about the 3 points.
It's all about the 3 points. And then come up with a phenomenon or a solution or some kind of a plan, so that we can calculate points and put some respect back onto the badge.
Yeah, yes, most certainly. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Bernard Parker. Maybe let's get into the prediction of that match there. You already have said Kaizer Chiefs is going to beat Golden Arrows by 2-1. What do you think the scoreline is going to be between SuperSport United and Cape Town City?
It's a tough one. Definitely a tough one. It's going to be a game of who doesn't want to make mistakes. It's going to be a very tactical game. Yeah. And I would say SuperSport and Cape Town City will have this counter play out in a 0-0 draw.
0-0 draw.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are the predictions of Bernard Parker. He's saying SuperSport United and Cape Town City will fail to score over the weekend and play to a 0-0 draw. What are your thoughts on his predictions? Let us know on the comment section. And if you've got any question to ask him, please put that on the comment section. Next time he's here, we'll be able to read out your comments. Thank you very much for watching the Diski Preview Show. My name is yours truly, Mr. E. And this is Bernard Parker.